Hello, what is going on, everybody? It is Deltre. Welcome back to some more Fire Emblem 9 Path of Radiance Maniac mode. On the last part, we did the longest chapter yet, by far. Good God, you guys don't even understand how much I had to edit out of that one just to get it done in 2 parts. That could have easily been 3 parts if I would have left in everything that there was to show. Hopefully you guys don't mind too much. I know that it can get a little bit disjointed, sort of. Or it can feel a little bit scattered, but I do think that it would have flowed a lot better doing it the way that I did, rather than showing every last second of that map. In other news, somebody did give me a valid reason for Alencia not joining at an earlier point. As it turns out, I had completely forgot, but I kinda shut her down the first time she offered to join and actually contribute. Like, way earlier in the game, like chapter 6, I think it was. But yeah, so there's that. I was completely wrong. Alencia actually did her very best. And you know, as silly as it is that she just kind of put that on the back burner for 21 chapters, I could kind of see it. She seems like that kind of girl. I'll be perfectly honest. We're just going to go ahead and jump into chapter 27. I think this one might actually be kind of decent. I usually tend to like the inside maps on this game. And this is another indoors map. The ones that have... The maps that have come up so far have been pretty decent. The indoor maps, that is. So maybe, just maybe, I'll enjoy this one without having to bend over backwards and try to justify some of the little silly things that this game loves to throw my way, huh? Now, of all the battles in the war so far, the contest for Fort Pinel is the fiercest to date. You are not kidding. You are not kidding. Don't have to tell me twice. And from this horrific clash of weapons and wills, the Crimean army emerges bloody and exhausted, yet victorious. If only just. The prize of Fort Pinel is no small thing, but it is the promise of additional reinforcements from Gallia, and the large Bagnan army encamped in Castle Dayen that keeps the breath of hope alive in the soldiers' hearts. There is one other pivotal piece in Dayen's defense of the former Crimean capital, the severely undermanned Castle Nados. As the day's end draws near, Tabarn's small force of Hawks and Gallians cease their attacks and return to camp headquarters. Bullshit, Tabarn could have taken that place by himself. Come on now. Don't jerk me around, game. Don't play with my emotions like this. I think we both know that Tabarn is more than capable. Honestly, he had like, what, 40 strength? Like, come on, man. Ah, well met. From the looks of things, the battle ended in our favor. We claimed victory, yet Dayen had more troops than we expected, and it was a hard-fought battle. I don't have the best of news to report either. What is it? Come on, man, I need some good news. As the day ended, we withdrew as planned, but as we were leaving, reinforcements began flooding in from the capital. Bummer. That's a piece of ill news. The men that were originally guarding the castle were nothing special, but there was one who appeared mid-battle and crushed an entire unit by himself. I think we know who that is. He was so much stronger than the others. It was as if a wolf had appeared in a kennel of blind newborn pups. What did he look like? He was covered from toe to tip in black armor. That made it difficult to judge his size, but I think he was bigger than me. God damn! Is that so? If my intuition's right, he is the villain you've all been talking about. The Black Knight. He's in that castle. Interesting. Really? We're just jumping right into it. MVP Marcia. That's very debatable. How did I earn money? Oh, it must... Interesting. I never noticed that. It must count the value of everything we get in that battle, because I remember some enemies drop some stuff. Huh. Wouldn't have guessed that. Whoa. Lag? Let's re-outfit ourselves real quick. We got the rune sword, which is pretty powerful. But unfortunately, it's an A-rank sword, and I don't really have too many good magic sword users. Alencia would be another one that would be pretty decent as a magic sword user, thinking about it. She's got that whopping 80% magic growth, right? But she only starts with DN swords, and that kind of sucks. Honestly, let's give one to Oscar. He's like right on the edge of being good. He's so close. If he were just a bit faster, he'd be pretty solid. Yeah, that's not bad. He's just like so close to being good, but he's not. And it pains me. Is there anybody else I could do? Not really. Man, this game really needed more Master Seals. This game really needed more Master Seals. This game would be so much better for that, I think. They got their third support already. Let's do it. Bastion and Volt. You still want something from me. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. When does your contract with Commander Ike expire? Heh, why do you ask? There is a very delicate matter I'd like you to attend to. It's something only you are suited to address. I've known you for a long time now, and I've never seen such a desperate glimmer in your eye. 20,000. Eh? I'll get you 20,000, but you have to attend to it right away. That sounds tasty. Unfortunately, I have a policy against taking 2 jobs at once. It'll have to wait for this one to be over. Don't fret, Bastion. My contract with Ike will only last as long as this war, and it's already coming to an end. It's not clear yet who will win, but it's certainly coming to a head. When my plate is clean, I'll find you. This is absurd. You won't take the job. No, he just said, oh, I'll take it. I never pass up a lucrative offer. Plus, I've come to think you're not so bad, Bastion. You've always paid in full and on time. I like that in an employer. Bastion has hired Volk before. They know each other. Like, this is not the first time they've met, is it? That's kind of what it's the vibe I'm getting. So I'm an excellent employer. Perhaps I should set you up with a pension. Ha ha ha. Oh, I slay me. In any case, it appears that I will have to wait until the end of this miserable war to secure your services. But do not dawdle, Volk. It is a matter of utmost urgency. What could he be talking about? That's probably going to be explained in the next game, I assume. Dang, Khalil and Nephany. Sure.
Oh, hello again. How are you? Have you been studying your grammar? Let's check your makeup. Khalil. Shush, now look up. Higher. Not bad. A little light, perhaps. But this helmet has got to go. Aw, that's alright. Everyone will stare if I take it off. Why, my dear Missy, are you finally starting to believe in your own beauty? Oh, I ain't. True ladies don't say ain't. And it's a dastardly lie anyway. Look at you, you're gorgeous. A splendid face, plus that fantastic figure. And yet you hide it under armor? Oh, I'm so jealous I could scream. But I ain't. I mean, I can't hold my head up like you. I'm just a country girl. Yes, it seems like a burden to always worry about how others see you. But I'll tell you a secret. People in the city are cold. They don't care about anyone but themselves. Not you, Khalil. You're so kind. Me? Oh, I guess I am. I am the shit, indeed. Yes, quite. Well, perhaps not everyone from the city is so cold. Don't you give up, Nephany. Trust me. You have charm. You'll be the talk of the society pages in no time. Thank you.
Oh, well, that's nice. Nephany's getting a little bit of confidence. That's a really weird support. Let's do Khalil and Tormod. What could Khalil possibly have to talk to Tormod about?
Excuse me, ma'am. Excuse me, Khalil? I won't answer unless you call me. A lady. A pretty lady. Yes, I'd quite like the ring of that.
Nuts to that. You're batshit insane, lady.
Well then, you can just forget it. I won't waste my time teaching magic to a brat like you. Hey, pretty lady. Beautiful lady? Would you please teach me magic? What a selfish brat. What about the spells I taught you last week? I won't teach you anything new until you've mastered those. Those? Psh, I aced them. Heck, I've aced everything in this book. I'm a magic genius. Boastfulness does not become you, dear. And your brash tongue won't make me teach you any faster. Yeah, I'll show you. I mean, can you please make sure I'm doing them right? Please, pretty lady? God, Khalil is like, Fine. Show me what you can do. So much work and so little time.
So Khalil's like a mentor to Tormod? I guess I can see that, because she actually is sort of good at what she does. I mean, she's my best mage by far, let's be honest. But I don't know. I don't know if Tormod could deal with that. He's like a 14-year-old boy. If I had to put up with Khalil, I would probably go crazy. In all seriousness, I don't know, man. Zeharic and Braum, I could do that at my leisure pretty much, because I don't see Zeharic I don't see him doing much. I don't know, I guess it depends. If they keep throwing warriors at me, man, maybe. Just maybe. Titania, speak to me, babe.
Commander, can I speak to you for a moment?
What is it, Titania?
I have something important to ask you.
Alright, what is it?
I want you to tell me about the night Commander Grail was killed. I understand that's difficult for you. However, I need to know. I have to. Just tell it once. It's all I ask. If you can't, his death will be something I'll never be able to face.
I feel I've done you a terrible disservice by not telling you earlier. It's just that there was a lot I had to get clear in my own mind. I know I've kept you waiting.
So you'll tell me?
Yes. I think I've finally come to a point where I can face it.
Alright, whenever you're ready.
That night. I've already told you everything up to where I was on my way into the forest, right? At the head of the path, Father had told me to go back to the fort, but I had a bad feeling and followed him anyway. When I entered the clearing, he and the Black Knight were already fighting. They seemed to be evenly matched at first. Then they exchanged a few more blows, and suddenly Father was sent flying. They spoke to each other for a moment, but I was so far away I couldn't hear what they said. Then the Black Knight threw a sword at Father's feet. I think he wanted Father to pick it up and use it. It's clearly very hard for Titania. But Father didn't touch the sword. He just readied his axe again and charged. If only he had studied the weapon triangle! He was over in an instant. I couldn't believe my own eyes. They looked like they were embracing, just standing there, frozen. But I saw the Black Knight's blade. It was protruding from Father's back and shining in the moonlight.
Oh, Grail.
When the knight pulled his sword out, Father sagged and fell backwards. I ran and tried to catch him, but I couldn't hold him, and we both fell to the ground. The wound Father had taken was terrible, but at that point he was still alive. And the Black Knight approached and said,
"Give it to me."
Wow, that was a really good impression. Like, yeah, thanks, I know, I've been practicing. I had no idea what he was talking about. I do now, though. He had been sent by King Ashnard to retrieve the medallion. Father told him he'd thrown the medallion away, but the knight didn't believe him. Then he tried to get Father to talk by threatening to kill me. And missed. I was so angry. I leapt up and attacked him, but it was useless. I didn't give up, though. I didn't care what happened to me, and I attacked again. Of all the stubbornness... If King Galia hadn't been nearby, I would probably have died that night, too. After the Black Knight vanished, all I could think was that I didn't want Father to die. He was still alive. I thought if I could just get him back to the fort, we could save him. I clung to that false hope and started walking towards the light of the fort. I just kept walking.
Thank you, Ike. It must have been so hard for you.
Titania.
Commander Grail died on your back. His last moments must have been much happier than I imagined. Thank you. Now I can finally move past my grief.
Titania. Yes? There's something else I haven't told you about. I met him. I met the Black Knight again.
What?
We fought.
You did well to keep your life.
I'm not the same boy I was on that night. I've grown a lot. I've worked hard. So I'm assuming this is referring to chapter 24, was it? Yeah, I think it was chapter 24, where the Black Knight shows up on the battlefield. And you can choose to fight him with, like, you get that special dialogue and whatnot. But one of you guys told me that if you don't fight the Black Knight on the actual map, it still happens. It happens after the battle. And Ike sort of, like, what did you say? Ike runs out of the castle and they have, like, this little dialogue. And then it basically proceeds the same way as what we saw when I played through it. But just know that happens no matter what you do. Ike always fights the Black Knight and finds out that he can't win because of his blessed armor or whatever. Yet even so, I wasn't able to defeat him.
There's nothing you can do about that. Not even Commander Grail could defeat him. You're not ready to...
It's not that. It's not that my blade work wasn't good enough.
Then what do you mean?
Titania, it's his armor. It's impervious to damage.
Ike, that's bullshit.
Yeah, I know!
That's not possible. Even the strongest...
He said that his armor had been blessed by the goddess. He said only weapons that were also blessed could hurt him.
Where are we supposed to get something like that?
I have one here.
Ike, that sword, where... The night after Father died, I went back to that clearing by myself.
Wait. No. No! He had it the whole time! Oh, Ike, you're busting my balls, man! You're one of my favorite lords, but come on, no! You've... Oh! Ugh. Okay, when we see the sword, you'll understand why I'm upset right now. God damn it! I thought the Black Knight took it with him. But no, that wouldn't make sense because he pointed out how stupid it was for Ike to leave it there. So Ike has had it this whole time and he just didn't use it. Son of it. Oh. Okay. Explain, game, explain. The night after Father died, I went back to that clearing by myself. I hope to find some clues that might help me hunt down the knight. The sword was still there. I brought it back with me and I've been hiding it ever since. I wasn't thinking about using it. I believed that if I carried the sword with me that I'd meet the Black Knight again. And it worked.
So this sword will work against him?
It's supposed to. It was made to contest the Alandite, which is the sword wielded by the Black Knight.
Do you think you have a chance?
I'll win.
Alright, I won't stop you. Use that sword to avenge Commander Grail. But listen, Ike, you must promise me one thing.
What is it?
When you meet him, you'll exchange blows. If, at that moment, you don't feel you stand a chance, you must flee. There are times when running away is not the same as losing.
Don't you believe in me, Titania?
Of course I do. Although, until the last map, Ike, I don't know how I really felt about your chances. But one day you will defeat the Black Knight. I'm sure of it. That's why I don't want you to lose your life on the first go-around. When the time comes, I promise to not interfere, and I won't let anyone else interfere either. I want you to face him one-on-one, and I want you to be calm and use your own best judgment. At times, withdrawing can be the key that unlocks a future victory. Don't forget that.
Understood. That's actually a gameplay hint. No, we don't get the... Ike, I don't know, man. You're busting my balls here, man. You had one job! So you're telling me all this time I've had the God Sword in my back pocket. Decided, don't really feel like it. Don't really feel like winning the game. God damn, somebody justified the Alince thing in a way that I'm okay with. Sure. Okay, I'll give you that. But what the fuck, Ike? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Whatever. I'm gonna sell these bands so I can make another forge. Don't need the demi band, not using Laguz. I think we're good. Let's go. Chapter 27. This one should be fun. General Ike, please come with me. We're going to get ready to have a war council and discuss tomorrow's battle. What's to discuss? Just bust in, whoop ass. Same thing we've been doing every night.
So, the Black Knight's in that castle, is he?
There's little doubt about it. That Bayork's a real handful. Even when I attacked him in cat form, I barely scratched him. It's his armor. It's apparently blessed by the goddess. Ordinary weapons, natural or no, can't damage it. Oh, that's just swell. So how are we... God damn it, Renault. Oh, so that's just swell. That's just perfect. Ain't that just the bee's knees? Just my luck. So how are we gonna defeat him? Angry look. Maybe if we all get together and look at him really aggressively, he'll just go away. Leave that to me. I've got a sword that should be effective against him. I'm not gonna try it out on anybody else, though. No, sir. That would be almost kind of smart. I don't like him. I suppose there's no choice. We don't use weapons or shields. Those are Bayork tools for Bayork alone. Very well. If the villain in question appears, we'll leave him to General Ike. Now then, shall we determine who among us storms the castle?
Ike, can I talk to you?
Not right now, miss. We're discussing grown-up things.
I know that. Even so, please, it'll only take a moment.
Miss, I promise I'll make time later. Be patient and wait quietly. What is it, oh beauteous one?
I feel a bit dizzy. May I rest a moment?
Oh, what foul deed is this that rears its head? The gods of war do charge a heavy toll, bewitch us and attack our very minds. The princess, she is faint and o'ertired. Forgive your humble servant this trespass. Hark, my dear, and bless me with your arm. Good folk, we shall retire for a spell. Of course. Princess, please rest and allow us to proceed with these preparations.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not much of a fighter, that one. Fair enough. What is it? Come on, miss. Spit it out. You realize the princess was making time for you to come talk with me, don't you?
Well, I thought I could talk to you later, but then I changed my mind and wanted to talk to you now.
I've been hoping to talk to you too. I haven't heard very much from you since the other day.
Yeah, I'm sorry. When you told us that story, I was so shocked. That's why.
The part about Mother's death and about Father, right?
Uh-huh.
That's only natural. So you have come to some kind of understanding with it all? Is that it?
At first, I couldn't believe it. The stuff about the medallion and the revival of the Dark God and all of that, none of it sounded real. And everything about Father, that was even more unbelievable. It was all I could think about, but I didn't want to think about it anymore. It made my head hurt. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't even sleep. I would just lie awake at night and stare at the tent walls.
Yeah, I was the same way.
I guess my body finally reached its limit. Last night I fell asleep. And when I woke up this morning, I don't know. It was all gone. I only had one emotion left.
One emotion? What was it?
It's hard to say. Sympathy, I suppose?
For Mother?
Uh-huh. And for Father. I think more for him than anyone else. Father and Mother were in love, weren't they? And then the medallion, it made Father go, what did you say, berserk?
Ah, what a wonderful status that is. Cannot wait to see Berserk.
When he returned to himself, he found Mother. When Father died, it hurt so much I thought I was gonna die. Father must have felt the same. No, he must have felt even worse.
I think you're right. And Father kept it all to himself, too. Mother, the medallion, being hunted, he never said a word to us. It was his burden alone.
The man who killed Father was that knight we saw in Port Toa, right? The one in black armor?
Yes.
You're gonna fight him, aren't you? For Father.
Yes, I am. That's one thing I won't let anyone else do in my stead.
Trying to stop you is pointless, I know. If I were stronger, if I were a sword fighter, I'd be doing the same thing.
Miss.
But you must keep your promise. You promised to lead the company in Father's place and to protect me. If you go ahead and get yourself killed, I'll never forgive you.
I understand. That's why I'm not gonna lose.
I know.
Aw, touching little scene. I wouldn't worry about it, though. We're gonna kick his ass. Don't you worry. We're gonna beat his ass. Maybe. Maybe. That's the best I've got. How are you feeling, Princess?
It was a lie. I'm not feeling unwell at all. I'm sorry I fooled you.
I knew it all along. It was all for Ike and Mist, was it not? It would appear, my dear Princess, that you care for them greatly.
I witnessed the death of both my father and mother. Soldiers fell one after the other, and then I was separated from Joffrey. It was Ike and his friends who rescued me. If not for them, I'm sure I would be dead now. My Lord Ike and Mist, too, know the pain that I carry with me, the pain of losing one's parents in war. That may account for why the two of them, right from the beginning, were so warm and friendly. They gave me the support I needed to survive. Mist and I have continuously encouraged each other to go on. So...
They rescued you and are your patrons. There are those among the soldiers who complain in jealousy of Ike's station, but... It is a trivial matter. We, the retainers of House Crimean, find this general very much to our liking.
Ah, Bastion, I'm pleased to hear it.
Enough plain speaking. I must ready my silver tongue anew. Shall we return to the council? So he's doing it on purpose? Why?
Yes.
Why? Oh yeah, I'm perfectly capable of sounding like a rational human being. But fuck that nonsense, I bite my thumb at the mere notion.
God damn it, Bastion.
Sir Knight, the Crimean army will renew their assault of the castle momentarily. The troops we face are not the half-breeds we fought yesterday. It is the army that bested General Bertram. They are not what one would call an easy opponent.
Resolve it.
I beg your pardon?
Haven, you are in command. The castle defenses are on your shoulders. I have business with General Enoch.
Understood. I'd be freaking out if I were these Dayan soldiers, man. Every single general that's supposed to be undefeatable has fallen to us at this point, so yeah, I wouldn't be too confident. That's really not that many enemies. It's really not. Now watch, I'm gonna open those last doors and there's gonna be an ambush of about 15 to 20, no doubt. Is everyone ready? The castle's strength has been bolstered with reinforcements from the capital. We must strike now before any more can arrive. If the Black Knight appears, don't try to engage him. He's mine. I will take care of him. That it? Okay, we're doing this. Okay. Yeah, this doesn't look that painful. This doesn't look that painful. This guy's a blizzard. I'm just going to assume that every sage has a siege tome at this point. Is that fair? I think that might be fair. Oh yeah, they do. They absolutely do. Still at oh, the double bow. This is a neat little weapon, but I can't really use it. If I could, it'd be sweet. You can see that 4 range. 4 range, man. Is this Path of Radiance or Guiding? Jeez. Swordmasters with 28 speed. Wow. Generals with max defense. And more Brave Swordmasters. Now that's a bastard of a combo right there. So if you get doubled, you actually get quadrupled. Pretty scary stuff. And then there's just wall, like a giant wall right off the bat. It's gonna be hard to take these guys down. But I have to if I want to stop these thieves. Although, honestly, I can one-shot these losers. Yeah, I can one-shot the thieves. All I need is 30 attack power and they go down. Alincia, you're out, unfortunately. Alincia is pretty good. I can honestly see myself justifying her. Bastion, you could sit this one out, I think. Unfortunately, we're really limited on deployment here. So I feel like I almost have to bring my frontliners, you know? And Ike's going to be pretty important in this one, so I want to bring Oscar for sure. If I can find room for Astrid, that would be great, because she's pretty decent. I think Nephany might have to sit out. I think Nephany may have to sit this one out. I want to bring Astrid, because if I can get a few more levels on her, that would be ideal. I think we're good to go. I'm thinking we're good to go. I'm going to start by shoving Ike over to the left-hand side, because I'm honestly going to send the majority of my units this way. It just seems like a good plan. No real reason to go right up through the middle, because I'm just going to get pelted by bolting the whole time. Don't really need to risk that. So I'm going to have Ike begin the party. Lower this guy down quite a bit. And then Astrid should be able to clean him up really, really easily. Do I want to use... Which weapon? I guess the silver bow. I can buy more of these if need be, but the killer bow can be pretty useful sometimes if I'm just trying to gimp an enemy or whatever. Oh, he drops an antitoxin. Okay, I guess. We can move in with Stepan. I'll equip the Vegkati for the defensive buff. And use a Pure Water in case that bolting guy decides to get a little bit big for his britches. Now, we don't want to allow Astrid to be attacked at melee while she has a bow equipped, so I'm going to move Oscar right about here. Should be nice. We'll equip the Forge. Yeah, now if Astrid gets attacked, it's going to be at 2 range. I also have to get Volk out of here because those cats will come down and murder him with ease. And I guess I can use Mist to draw Volk back off. I want to send him this way because there's more treasure in this room than there is on this side over here. And you can get chest keys on this map, so I don't have to worry as much about having him all over the place. You know, he doesn't have to be everywhere this time. Now, if I use the Javelin, it might seem sort of redundant, but that might be enough to push this into 2-hit KO. No, not quite, not quite. So he has a 30% on Titania. How does he do against Marcia? 28. I want to check these accuracies. So she's actually on a good biorhythm right now. This guy's a little bit accurate. But for the most part, she should be okay. I'm actually going to send Titania and Marcia in the same direction, which is a crazy thought when you really break it down. And if I were the enemy, I'd be pissing myself right about now. But that's just the way we're going to do this. And the reason for that is that, honestly, between the two of them, stuff like this is bound to happen. Good God, Marcia. Please, don't do them like this. Don't do them like this. I guess we'll whittle this guy down, maybe force him to run away. He is the most accurate, being that he has some good biorhythm, I assume. Man, it's still so mind-blowing to me. I'm thinking about biorhythm, guys. You don't even understand. I'm actually thinking about biorhythm. That's so crazy to me. I may want to send Soren to back these guys up. But on the other hand, that forces me to kill them a lot more quickly. And sending him over to the left-hand side might be just as well. It might even be better, honestly. Although that does leave Khalil... Well, honestly, Khalil can take a hit. Khalil can take one hit. Plus a bolting if need be. Let's equip the Thoron, in case she does get attacked. Now, Marcia should do pretty decently here. She's not really facing more than a 30-something. Although there is that one guy. There's that one general. Volk's going to eat a huge hit from that blizzard, but that's okay. Once I kill that siege tome asshole, which I can do relatively easy now that he's moved right into my range. Oh, the fool! Okay, now that's getting a little bit scary. Aha, so yes, I'm able to bait one of the cats over to the right-hand side, which is much better. And there's the guy with the accuracy. So he's going to die regardless. And now the rest of them don't have too high of chances in order to hit Marcia here. Nice. A double adept still doesn't kill, so it's irrelevant. Man, a little bit unfortunate, but that's okay. That's okay. Now Stefan should be fuck this game. You've got to be kidding me. This is how we're going to start. This is how we're going to do it. Okay, now you owe me. Now I got to dodge every hit. Come on. There's still that cat, though, and cats are really accurate. Cats are very, very accurate. Man, what a way to start. What a way to start. Come on, Stefan. Ugh. Well, that's a bummer. There was nothing I could do about that. If he was going to hit me and he was going to crit, almost anybody would have died. So, I'm not really that upset about that. It's a little bit annoying, but what can you do? It's the game we choose to play, right? So, I shall return in momentarily. Okay. So, we didn't get crit this time, which is just great. And we should be just fine to survive this round. Taking out these warriors is going to be a little bit annoying, however. Just because they all had bows. But that's just something you really got to consider when you're facing warriors anyways, so... Nothing I can do about that, really. Oh, goodbye. Goodbye. I don't think I had the big Kani equipped. I hope I didn't. Otherwise, that was just really unlucky to not get any crits, you know? Now... I might need a little bit of luck on my side. I most certainly, absolutely, most certainly should have given Marcia the Brave Lance, but the thing of it is, aw man, Oscar really needed the Brave Lance, you know, but now it's going to be a little bit harder to kill those Sword Masters. Although, to be honest, I don't know that Marcia can one-round them either way, so I probably need an Adept. The second opportunity would have been nice, but nothing I can really do now. I think... Oh, Astrid, you beautiful woman who uses the bow. This is what I was been waiting for this entire time, yes. So Astrid is sick. Astrid is sick. Maybe I can get some more strength and speed. That'd be dope. Let's see it. Hit points. Speed, anyways. I'll take it. Her defenses are very much lacking, but she's a bow user through and through. So I'm not too concerned with that. Now, I do need to bank on the fact that Marcia is going to live another round here. Which is a little bit of a risk. But honestly, if I can kill this guy, I can afford to send Marcia back. I think. Oh, what a wonderful world we live in. What a wonderful world we live in. I don't know that Marcia really needs to be on this side. Do I even have the rescue staff, though? It screwed me last time by not having it. If I would have had the rescue staff on the last map, we would have been fine. Oh, dare I roll these dice? I don't think I really want to. I'm a coward. I'm a coward. Marcia, run. Titania, on the other hand. Titania, on the other hand, can completely mess up these thieves and everything they stand for. Seems like kind of a waste to use the forge on the thief, doesn't it? So yeah, I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Now, can I somehow, some way... Marcia should be okay, in theory. Can I somehow, some way clear a path to the siege tome? Because Stefan can reach. Stefan can reach. Okay, I have this worked out. I have this worked out. The puzzle's coming together. I need to kill this guy with, like, right now. Absolutely. Which will allow Stefan to attack that blizzard guy. Of course, not before getting healed up, because we don't want him to fall over dead. That would be bad. Okay? We don't want to die here, okay? That'd be bad. Okay? So we're going to do that. And Stefan is now pretty safe in doing this. I'm going to use the big Kadi to... Well, one I can crit, which is nice. But mostly to the defensive bonus. The defensive bonus is what I'm really concerned with. More speed is all I really care about on Stefan. Skill, speed, luck, hey. Couldn't really ask for much more. Is that max skill? No, I think it is 30. I think it is 30 in this game. Now from here, I can use Oscar to weaken this guy pretty significantly. Nice useless soul. Never will we ever see this at a moment that matters, I'm sure of it. It's the game we choose to play, however, so Jill can pretty comfortably pick this guy off, I think. We'll use the Silver Lance. No reason to really use anything else. Yeah, she can just hang out there. She can get attacked by one bow and one cat, but I'm 90% sure that she survives. Let's check out Thoron. Let's check out Thoron. Because to be honest, the animations are probably not coming back for anything but special occasions, let's say. Oh, that's cool. It's like a wormhole that just sucks him up and blasts him with lightning. Awesome. I like it. I like it. Yeah, the animations in this game pretty cool. The spell animations, that is. I think some of the melee animations were still a little bit stiff. Still a little bit stiff in this iteration. I imagine that that's mostly ironed out in the next game, right? Surely. Now, the big question is, what is this guy's speed again? It's 19. Soren has 15 effective speed, so we got to take that away from him. No issue, however. Now, as long as Marcia dodges this, there's... Okay. Let's see what happens. That guy was obviously going to hit. He's going to die for his troubles. I need to dodge one Swordmaster now. Can you believe it? Marcia has just, like, she hasn't fallen off, just the game hates her. The game got tired of her shit. That's really what it is. So that's going to hurt a considerable amount. But really, I just care about this. Okay. Now, if I don't kill him, which I don't, which is actually much better in this case, we're still good. Can you believe it? I promise that X-Men had about a 30%. And he was the only one who could hit me and make it for a dangerous situation. By the way, don't fuck with Titania. Have I ever said that? Well, here you go. Don't fuck with this woman. She is not having it. Soul would be great, and there it is. And there it is. So I think we're totally fine from here on out. That Laguz was never killing Jill, doesn't even double her, and even in combination with a bow, she'd be able to hang on easily. Just due to the fact that effective damage is so bad. Thank you for costing me 5 uses, you douche. Come on! I was really hoping that I could just crit him, you know? Like that. Oh man, that's like half the remaining uses of my Vegati right there. That's a bummer. Do I want to even stop this guy? Do I want to stop either of these guys? I don't know that I actually do. It might honestly be 100% to my benefit not to. Alright, we're going to restore Marcia back. I still have Soren on the left-hand side, so he can take care of any backup healing. And from here on out, Marcia does have access to the elixir. That's S-rank staffs? Oh, baby, that's S-rank staffs right there. Nice. That's so useful. That's so incredibly useful. So now you can use the Ashira staff. And we should, in fact, be getting our hands on another really useful staff in this very map. I'm guessing Astrid can just take him on, right? And yeah, the real debate here is... Well, first of all, this guy. Gotta think about him for sure. But the real debate here would then be, should I let the thief open the door for me? And I think I should. I really think I should. So we're just gonna clean these losers up and move on with our lives. Who needs healing? Who needs healing? Jill took nothing. Really the only one, if anyone, that needs healing would be Soren himself. So we can really, yeah, we can afford to hold off on that for sure. Now I just gotta watch this Swordmaster just a little bit. He's not too dangerous, of course, but we don't want to get too hasty and walk right into a danger zone. That'd be no good. So we'll take out the Lagoos. Unfortunately, this guy's a bit faster. Oscar may be able to. No, but I do have the Brave Lance. So 32 plus... Khalil can kill him. Khalil can for sure kill him as long as I hit these 285s. And we do. Huzzah. So, into the range we go. Oh, Khalil, my girl. Why? That's fine. That's a kill for Jill then. That's a kill for Jill then. And that's just as well. So we'll use the Hellfire so as to conserve the Thoron, because I do actually have some use for that in the coming chapters. Which is part of the reason that I've been using Khalil's Thunder Magic so much. Soren can move right next to Volk, take his weapon back, and heal Volk up so that he can actually survive a hit here. And I do believe I'm going to let the Thief do his thing. I mean, I see very little reason not to. I see very little reason not to. Perhaps should have used the Pure Water there. There's no telling what lies ahead. And since Jill didn't miss, we should be good. I imagine that we are. As for this side, I think I'm going to play a little bit risky. Ignore the Swordmaster and just basically hope to not crit. Gotta use this Silver Lance. I keep getting left on one use. It's pretty annoying. Unless this guy crits me and everything hits me, Marcia should be fine. And I'm also going to let these guys open the door. Oh, this is a fast cab right here. Yeah, 23 speed. No issue, however. Kind of an issue, however. Bummer. Well, I'll take out the Swordmaster then. How about that? I'll take out the Swordmaster then. I don't know how close I really want to get. I do want to let these thieves have their way with the door, I think. I don't see any reason not to. And as that one opens the door, I do want anything that comes in there to attack Ike as opposed to attacking Stefan. Okay, so they're going to start going after Titania, which is no issue to me. Perhaps should have used a Pure Water. I do have Pure Waters on both Marcia, who keeps getting hit by everything, and Titania. What are the chances of that? They can't be high. We get a door key right there. No, I guess they can't kill Marcia, which is hilarious. Good, good, good. Alright, I gotta check. Oh my god, Titania, yes. I didn't forge crit on this hand axe. Or on this silver axe, rather. There goes the Vegati. Whoops. I almost want to restart just for that, honestly. There's a door key, but the thief is going to do the job for me. Why didn't he open the door? Why didn't he open the door? What an asshole! Now I have to kill you. Now you made me kill you. I wasn't going to do it, but you gave me every reason. Crazy. So, that didn't really work out to my favor. I want to skirt the range of this guy who we saw there as asleep. These guys didn't move, interestingly enough. I guess they're not programmed to move on the same turn that they get revealed. Oh, good, good, good. More siege tomes. Perfect. Wouldn't have it any other way. Well, we may have made a mistake. We may have made a mistake. But I would never admit that, of course. So instead, we're going to carry on as if this was all part of the plan. Now, this guy has hella high magic, I assume, so he has 33 power. That is a number to Volk. That is a huge number to Volk. Astrid is okay, though. Astrid is actually okay here. Nice. What sucks is I do not believe for any second here that I can cut through these losers. Not even for a moment do I believe that I can do it. Unfortunately, she can't use the double bow quite yet, so there's no reason to hold on to that. Ah, I was actually burning the silver sword, which is much less valuable. And much to my surprise, we're going to shove here first of all. Much to my surprise, though, I can't actually do this. Theoretically, of course. And I'm just going to go for the sleep staff. We're going to go right for the sleep staff. Of course. Is there any way? Is there any conceivable way? So this bolting guy is not fast enough to double Jill. I do need the Night Ring on Stefan here, though. I definitely need that on him so that I can move in. Equip the Night Ring, of course. Could go for a crit. I don't know that that really helps me. Unless I get 2. If I got 2 crits, that would be kind of nice, actually. I mean, why not? There's 1. Now, if I get a crit or an Astra, that actually helps a lot. No such luck. Either way, I'm able to move out of the way, which is the big deal here. So now Oscar can move in. Although, this is quite sketch. What does this guy have? He has another sleep staff. Oh no, and this guy has a silent staff. Oh, I should have checked these guys. I absolutely should have checked them. Now it's too late. Well, I have no choice but to commit now. Mist is on standby. But she's not close enough as of yet. And, oh man. Oh man. Well, this guy has been hitting me. No, he must have gotten higher biorhythm this time. Yeah, fair enough. Makes sense. The first time his accuracy was not very good. I know that much. Now that I know that this thief isn't even going for this side, I can honestly just send everyone to the left. Let's look at our boss here, Happy. He drops in a gold scroll, which is pretty nice. He's alright. He has a Brave Lance, which is kind of scary. You know, how strong is Volk? I don't think Volk is fast enough, but even if he... Well, if Volk was fast enough, you could actually get yourself another Brave Lance here, which is pretty cool, I guess. But mine isn't faster for whatever reason, so it's just a pipe dream. Never meant to be. Now, hopefully I don't get charged by everything at this point, because that would kind of blow. And I also don't want to get in range of this sleep staff, because there's no restore on this side. I'm gonna hope... I'm gonna hope here that the bishop does not move. The last ones didn't, so I don't really see any reason that this one would. But he could. He absolutely could. Yeah, is that all you got? So here comes the sleep staff. I had Pure Waters on basically all the units that I care about. We dodged, thankfully. I'm not entirely sure if supports play any role in that. I honestly don't think that they do. I get the feeling that they don't. I had Pure Waters on all the units I really cared about getting slept or something like that, potentially. But I haven't made good on actually using those Pure Waters, so that's kind of my own fault. Titania's trapped now, which sucks. Yeah, that sucks. I'm gonna equip her with the Forge now. And she can chug a Pure Water. So the next round, I can attempt to take over that right-hand room. I don't see any thieves or anything, although there is that staircase there, thinking about it. That could be a potential spawn zone for more enemies. And that would really not be ideal. Worst case scenario, you could honestly just charge right through the middle on this map. It's arrived, so I don't necessarily... Okay, that looks dope. I don't like that I got hit. I don't really care for that aspect of it, but that looked awesome. I cannot lie. You'll never hit twice. Yeah, I knew it. I lost my train of thought. Right, it looks like in theory you could just charge right up through the middle. There's not a whole lot stopping you. There's this whole area you'd have to think about, I suppose. But if you were good on the treasures on this map, which I wouldn't recommend because there's some really good ones. This one in particular is something that I've been waiting for a long time. But, you know, if you were feeling ballsy, you could probably get away with just going up through the middle and saying, screw the treasure, you know? Now, unfortunately, because I had to rescue Soren, yeah, I don't know how much I'm going to be progressing this turn. I'm going to play safe. I'm honestly going to play safe. Can't believe Oscar got hit there. What was the chance of that? Whoa, this guy has accuracy out the wazoo. He's got to go. No question in my mind. Because if I kill him, then it's like, these guys will never hit me. And even if they did, they can't one-shot me, so it doesn't matter. Okay, so I heal Stefan, who can contribute again. If I can kill the Thoron guy without having to enter the room... Whoa, missed! Where you been hiding that? Well, Well, for one, I could crit this guy here. But I'm not really counting on that. I still have Astrid. Oh, I get an Astra, speaking of. Nice, nice, nice. I didn't need that. As I was about to explain, I still have Astrid available to rescue Stefan. But now what I can do instead is have Oscar go at this guy instead of Ike. Basically, Mist is on standby regardless. So I'm not as worried as I could otherwise be. This guy seems like he doesn't want to move, which is good. Some may even say great. I can Lagoon Slay this guy. No, it's not enough. It's not enough, so there's no point in doing that. I'm going to use Jill to block off these generals, however, because she has the defense in order to actually pull that off. Does Stefan even die? Because he got an Astra? He actually doesn't, so now I'm not even worried about him. So now it's kind of irrelevant. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does not matter. Which is pretty good, actually. I'm glad. I will definitely take any kind of advantage I can get at this point. Not gonna front. So we can take out this bolting doucher, no problem. And did he have a chest key? There should have been a chest key somewhere around here. I thought. Did I already get it, perhaps? I got the door key. Did they take it away, or did I read it wrong? Maybe I misunderstood something. But I thought there was supposed to be a chest key inside this room. Which was the whole purpose of me splitting up my units in the way that I did. So, that's kind of a bummer. Yes, I'm not seeing it. Okay, that's just silly. Why even get rid of something like that? Why even get rid of something like that? That's not hard, that's just annoying. Ugh. Well, nothing I can do now. I will move in with Titania. We will drop the pure water. Man, there was no chest key? Come on. Because now I'm going to have to fairy evoke over to the right-hand side. I honestly might just forgo these treasure chests because there's nothing important in there. There's a silver lance in this one and a physic in this one. In case I decide not to get them. I haven't decided. Such a bummer. And we're going to do the same thing with Marcia. We're going to move in and use the pure water. Now they should be essentially immune to the sleep staffs. Now hopefully they don't suddenly decide to move on me, because that would be pretty lame, huh? So hopefully that's not what happens. And instead, the bolting guy just chills in his place, unable to attack me at this current point. Probably should have just used the silver sword in all honesty. It's not going to make any difference whatsoever. So it looks like we're going to have to be a little bit more proactive with moving bulk, which, you know, it is what it is. And it be what it do. Okay, that's looking like a turn. It's looking like a turn to me. Hopefully nothing crazy happens. Oscar is going to be in a bit of a pickle if this hits. As it does. But he's still got that massive, massive support bonus to fall back on, so I don't know if I'm really worried. I do not know if I care. Yeah, that's very unlikely that that hits. It's under 30. Both Marcia and Titania have very, very high resistance at this point. Marcia just loves this axe, man. I don't know what it is. She's just in love. This should be an easy kill for Titania. Man, if I had known there were no chest keys on the right-hand side, though, I would have just simply sent Marcia and Titania to the left as well. So, if for whatever reason I lose a unit, have to redo this or whatever, I'm just going to do that. Because with no chest keys over there, there's no incentive for me to go over there to begin with, since I have to... I have to clear a path for bulk to begin with, so like... And it's looking like Oscar's going to go down here. Which is a shame. But this is going to be so easy. It's going to be so easy now, because I don't have to send... Oh, that's sad. This is going to be so easy, though, because I thought that there were chest keys on the right-hand side. Because the map that I'm looking at says that there are. But there's not. Crazy. So we're just going to join back up at about this point. Of course.